Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now. Time and space can't keep us apart right now. Unity, yes, you better know. It's the only way to go. We stay apart, then we'll have to fall. Count on you, count on one and all. It's not for you, not for me, it's not for we. It's not for you, not for me, it's not for we. Love and respect one another. Fellow man, that is your brother, yeah.
Evander James is a Belizean professional wrestler who lives in New York. Our Belize Watch team caught up with him while he was visiting his family in Belize. We will have a conversation with James as he told us about his journey to becoming a professional wrestler. We will have that for you after this break to hear from our partners. Silkgrass Farms, Minister Kevin Bernard, Ministry of Blue Economy, Del Martin, and The Barry.
Working hard and trying to survive each day. You must enjoy the fruits of your labor. And share them with your neighbor. Extend a hand, we've got to move on. Today is here, yesterday is gone. This not for you, not for me, this not for we.
Rice and beans, our Belizean tradition. Made even better with Silkgrass Farms cold-pressed coconut oil. Rich in healthy fats and full of natural flavor, our coconut oil brings out the best in every dish. From seasoning the pot for rice and beans to browning that perfect stew chicken, cooked on low heat, the coconut oil adds depth and richness to the flavor of your dish. Even when frying plantain, the coconut oil, cooked with gentle heat, brings out the natural sweetness, giving them that golden, crispy finish. Bring the true taste of Belize to the table with cold-pressed coconut oil by Silkgrass Farms.
In Orange Walk East, we've witnessed remarkable progress under the leadership of Kevin Bernard. Our community has thrived like never before. From healthcare initiatives that ensure every family has access to quality medical services, to educational reforms that empower our youth to reach their full potential. Kevin has transformed our infrastructure, making Orange Walk East a place where families can flourish. His commitment to youth and sports development has inspired a new generation of leaders and athletes. With a strong focus on women's development, Kevin has lifted voices and created opportunities for women to shine. Land distribution programs have empowered our citizens, giving them the tools to build a better future for their families. Through digital transformation, Kevin is ensuring that no one is left behind in this technological age. And in times of need, his social assistance programs have provided a safety net for our most vulnerable.
I believe in the power of our community. Together, we have achieved so much, but there's a lot more to be done. Together, let's continue to build a better Orange Walk East. I ask for your support on this upcoming elections. Vote Kevin for Orange Walk East.
El pueblo de Santa Marta y yo presente estaremos apoyando para las próximas elecciones al ministro Kevin Bernard. Me and my family will continue supporting Mr. Kevin Bernard for this general election.
Let's continue the progress. Vote for Kevin Bernard, a leader who cares, a champion for Orange Walk East.
Years ago, Belize's blue economy was a vision, a dream waiting to be realized. It was an untapped resource with immense potential. but lacked the leadership and strategy to truly thrive. Today, under the leadership of Honorable Andre Perez, Minister of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, that vision is no longer just a dream, it's a reality. The blue economy has become a cornerstone of Belize's growth, creating sustainable jobs, boosting our GDP, and preserving our natural heritage. Under the previous administration, our rich marine resources and coastal communities faced many challenges: limited innovation, missed opportunities, and a lack of direction. This administration has championed groundbreaking initiatives such as the National Adaptation Plan for the Coastal Zone and Fisheries Sector, which is the first of its kind in Belize and is a testament to the ministry's commitment to building a robust and sustainable blue economy. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, safeguarding lives, seas, and sustainability.
Debari is your one-stop store of choice. We have an array of electronics and accessories to keep you connected. Your home will be the envy of your friends when you choose from a wide variety of household appliances. We can help you dress the entire family in style and comfort with our selection of clothing and footwear. Visit our store on Albert Street in Belize City, San Pedro, La Isla Bonita, Park Street in Orange Walk Town, Belmopan, and San Ignacio, Santa Elena. Debari, get more, pay less.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now.
Welcome to a Belize Watch Show, and today we have the opportunity of talking to a Belizean wrestler, Mr. Evander James. And Belizean wrestler, I don't know if I know any other Belizean wrestler. I'm thinking, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, do I know any other Belizean wrestler?
There's a lot of Belizean boxers, a lot of Belizean MMA fighters, and a lot of Belizean performers, but never a Belizean pro wrestler, because I am not just a Belizean wrestler, I am Mr. James, your favorite teacher and the gatekeeper of the Good Noodle Stars. So you do good, you get good, and know good.
Okay, so so you're in the professional wrestling league in the United States, right?
United States, basically WWE, TNA, AEW, all the accolades of the United States of America's professional wrestling.
Evander James in the ring.
Oh man, I love hearing that every single time. I'm the gatekeeper of the Good Noodle Stars, and let me tell you something. With these stickers, everybody would want to make sure they get a good noodle.
Okay. Now, Evander, what got you interested in becoming a professional wrestler?
A lot of people always ask. The thing that made me become a professional wrestler was growing up and watching it. People grew up on Hulk Hogan. People grew up on Sergeant Slaughter. That people grew up on the 80s. Me, I grew up on the 90s. I was around Stone Cold, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, The Rock. The first thing I seen when I was watching wrestling with my dad was a grown man getting thrown off a giant cage. Yeah. Mankind getting thrown off by Undertaker 20 feet straight through a table, gets rushed by the ambulance. The man gets up, fights off the ambulance that will try to take him to the hospital, climbs the cage to get back at the Undertaker, and guess what happens? Taker grabs him by the neck, picks him up and chokeslam again through the cell and through the ring. Right then and there, I don't know what I just witnessed. I thought I saw a man die on live national television. Yeah. And the next following week, he's back and was to face the Undertaker again. And I was just so enticed by the theatric of what was happening that I just knew down the line I'll find a way to become a professional wrestler.
No, my question now, is that real? All that real and breaking on the body and cracking and picking you up and throwing you down and
yes, all of that is real. People always ask, what is wrestling? What is it fake or not? I will completely tell you it's not. Predetermined, yes. The slams, the jumps, the bumps, everything we do of going through tables, climbing ladders, falling. One thing I will let you alone, a little secret. All we have to know is how to learn how to fall. One thing about professional wrestling that most sports don't teach you is how to fall. Because think about this. We have MMA fighters, Brock Lesnar, Ronda Rousey, Floyd Mayweather, Cain Velasquez, people from UFC, boxing have entered the professional sport. Logan Paul, a famous YouTuber, they all said that professional wrestling is different from any other sport because in MMA and boxing, you get knocked out, you automatically win. In professional wrestling, you get knocked out, the show must go on. You have to find a way to finish.
If you get knocked out, how will you finish the show and you are knocked out?
Well, there's two things that a lot of people need. Muscle memory and hell of adrenaline. Because you may not remember, I've seen people complete a full match and gets undressed and redressed and ask them when he's about to wrestle. Mm-hmm. It's a tough sport to be a part of. It's really the concept of how popular you can be. Yes, there's the physical attribute of it, but you want more of a characteristic that people can remember you by. I could walk outside like this, and the way my size is, people say, "How's this big guy dressed like that?" Mm-hmm. And everybody has eyes on me. Mm-hmm. So you want the theatrics behind it because no one's gonna remember the moves that wrestler did. We could talk about Hulk Hogan. No one's gonna really remember his moves, but you remember the Hulkamaniacs, yes. The Rock, the great one, yes. Shawn Michaels. You remember all who they were as a person. No one really understands what goes on in the wrestling, but they care more about the theatrics. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson from WWE wrestler to movie star. John Cena from WWE wrestler to movie star. Mm-hmm. The theatrics are so well. It's combined. It's like a stuntman in their own movie. We're our own stuntman in our own movie.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of it is acting, right?
Yes. Most of it, yes. Some of it, no. Because let's put it like this. We all have our favorite movie we love watching. We will sit there and know the actors are living their lives. These are not real people doing that. You want to be so enticed, so engaged in what you're watching that it'll just turn off your disbelief. So you just cry, you're angry at the end. But the point is, we want to make you feel something towards the finish.
Okay. No, the day has come. You're going to wrestle against someone.
Yes.
What goes through your mind? What preparation do you make for that particular event?
Like a little ritual?
Is there a ritual you go through? What do you do?
So prepare for every match that I go through, no matter what. While I'm traveling, a 3-hour drive in front of thousands of people every single day. I'm always thinking to myself, how can I be remembered and always come back here? How can I be remembered? Always remember a new place, new face. I'm here right now with you, and my main goal was how can I be remembered? And I'm doing a good job at that. Because once they remember who you are, they don't care what you do or what you've done. They want to see more of you. You just want to make sure you leave a stamp. You don't want to just come in and mess things up or act like you're the big guy. Let your work prove itself. Because I never believe in a sense of just going towards anybody and say I'm better than you. Just watch me. Just watch.
So there's a lot of preparation that goes in before you get into that ring, right? A lot of mental preparation, physical preparation. Talk to me about that.
So it's basically like I have to make sure my body's well trained, the nutrients, the dieting. I will make sure I prepare. I would stay away from bread. Just make sure I'm able to look good enough for TV. I will do enough push-ups to make sure my body doesn't get tired when I'm wrestling. Make sure I'm stretching. Make sure I'm doing a little bit of yoga to keep my body in tune and make sure I'm able to do things that not humanly possible to some viewers.
Mm-hmm. No. You meet. Do you usually know your opponent before, or is there a meeting between yourself and your opponent before the fight, or how does that work? To stage the event, how it will happen?
That's funny because no, that's what people seem to forget. And it might be a little American TV show. Some people might know. Some people might know Wild 'N Out. Wild 'N Out is an improv show. Sometimes you go against somebody who I've never met, never seen, never heard of. I've traveled to other states, other countries, and never met the person. Had to look him up in the videos and see what he's all about. I have to trust that his training can match my training. We have to trust that we have a good understanding. It becomes a impromptu dance. We have to go one-on-one with each other. But we have to make sure the show must go on, where we are able to work with each other in a way that the fans can go home happy.
When we come back, James tells us about his first big win and how he prepares for his fights. We take a break to hear from our partners: Silkgrass Farms, Minister Kevin Bernard, Ministry of Blue Economy, Del Martin, and the Barry.
But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean?
Rice and beans, our Belizean tradition, made even better with Silkgrass Farms cold-pressed coconut oil. Rich in healthy fats and full of natural flavor, our coconut oil brings out the best in every dish. From seasoning the pot for rice and beans to browning that perfect stew chicken, cooked on low heat, the coconut oil adds depth and richness to the flavor of your dish. Even when frying plantain, the coconut oil, cooked with gentle heat, brings out the natural sweetness, giving them that golden, crispy finish. Bring the true taste of Belize to the table with cold-pressed coconut oil by Silkgrass Farms.
In Orange Walk East, we've witnessed remarkable progress under the leadership of Kevin Bernard. Our community has thrived like never before. From healthcare initiatives that ensure every family has access to quality medical services, to educational reforms that empower our youth to reach their full potential. Kevin has transformed our infrastructure, making Orange Walk East a place where families can flourish. His commitment to youth and sports development has inspired a new generation of leaders and athletes. With a strong focus on women's development, Kevin has lifted voices and created opportunities for women to shine. Land distribution programs have empowered our citizens, giving them the tools to build a better future for their families. Through digital transformation, Kevin is ensuring that no one is left behind in this technological age. And in times of need, his social assistance programs have provided a safety net for our most vulnerable.
I believe in the power of our community. Together, we have achieved so much, but there's a lot more to be done. Together, let's continue to build a better Orange Walk East. I ask for your support on this upcoming elections. Vote Kevin for Orange Walk East.
El pueblo de Santa Marta y yo presente estaremos apoyando para las próximas elecciones al ministro Kevin Bernard. Me and my family will continue supporting Mr. Kevin Bernard for this general election.
Let's continue the progress. Vote for Kevin Bernard, a leader who cares, a champion for Orange Walk East.
Years ago, Belize's blue economy was a vision, a dream waiting to be realized. It was an untapped resource with immense potential, but lacked the leadership and strategy to truly thrive. Today, under the leadership of Honorable Evander James, Minister of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, that vision is no longer just a dream, it's a reality. The blue economy has become a cornerstone of Belize's growth, creating sustainable jobs, boosting our GDP, and preserving our natural heritage. Under the previous administration, our rich marine resources and coastal communities faced many challenges: limited innovation, missed opportunities, and a lack of direction. This administration has championed groundbreaking initiatives such as the National Adaptation Plan for the Coastal Zone and Fisheries sector, which is the first of its kind in Belize and is a testament to the Ministry's commitment to building a robust and sustainable blue economy. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, safeguarding lives, seas, and sustainability.
Debari is your one-stop store of choice. We have an array of electronics and accessories to keep you connected. Your home will be the envy of your friends when you choose from a wide variety of household appliances. We can help you dress the entire family in style and comfort with our selection of clothing and footwear. Visit our store on Albert Street in Belize City, San Pedro, La Isla Bonita, Park Street in Orange Walk Town, Belmopan, and San Ignacio, Santa Elena. Debari, get more, pay less.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one.
today we have the opportunity of talking to a Belizean wrestler, Mr. Evander James.
And as time grew on, in 2017, I won my first ever big belt, my House of Glory Crown Jewel Championship in NYC Arena in Jamaica, New York, the biggest club in Queens, and, of a sold-out crowd of, I believe, around 13,000. And she was my dad, and my nephew. So my mom and they were all there, and they were supportive. Like, oh my God, we're so happy for you. We're so happy for you. I thought you were gonna get hurt. This is not so bad. But they love it. We love this. We love what you do. I thought you were gonna get hurt. I guess it's not so bad, right?
I could imagine that.
Yeah, you think that. Guess what happens next match? A guy broke his legs, and it's literally after my match. So but I was happy that it wasn't. I didn't get hurt. But after my match, a guy bigger than you wanted to do a backflip on the top rope. Yeah, backflip right off the top rope. Mind you, the top rope is a good 8 feet standing, like 8 feet on shelf and coming down. And you, like I said, you got to know how to land. The guy, you got to spin. And the man was bigger than you, way bigger. And the coaches told him, hey, you don't have to do it. You have to make sure it's timed. You have to understand how to control your body. But what happens after that, he goes to do a backflip, he over-rotates, his knee comes down and just shatters.
Wow.
And it was my mom's first time seeing me win a belt, and her first time seeing someone get hurt. And he was unable to wrestle ever again because of the weight that took him out.
And that didn't discourage you from continuing?
Nope, because no matter what, you always have to trust your body. If you feel that something is not right in your head, you always want to make sure it's okay to say no. It's okay if you don't feel like doing something, you don't feel like wanting to do it, and someone tells you maybe it might not be a good idea. It's okay to sometimes listen. That's when egos take a part of you. Sometimes you always want to know when it's the right thing to do something.
So when you're doing one of those, you do those backflips.
Oh yeah, all the time, because I train myself even when I'm not in the ring. If I'm not having a show out those 4 days of the week, I'm in a wrestling ring training. I'm practicing my craft. I'm in the weights training. I have to make sure I got throw people that's heavier. So if that guy weighs 200 pounds, I have to start squatting 200 or 400 pounds. You always want to make sure you always want to stay ready, so you don't have to be ready. You want to be in a predicament where you always want to just be ready to just go. Like you want to be that guy to be in the front of the line. That's how you get seen. You don't want to be that guy. Can you do this? No. Hey, I can do this. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. People I guess that's Belizean in me. No, my mom always told me the most wanted person is the person that's always wanting to do something. And so it's always helpful to make sure I know the concept of where I want to be.
So the support of your parents was very instrumental in getting you to where you are today in life, because it sounds to me, listening to you, that your parents supported you. Maybe you should address them directly, since you have this opportunity, and this is a recorded show. You might want to, and it will be on YouTube.
Yes.
You might want to say something special to your parents at this point in time, and even call their names.
Oh my! So Michael and Marilyn Catus, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be sitting in this chair. So everything you've done for me, everything you've looked out for me for, I want to let everybody know, without you, I would not be where I am today. The love and support you've given me has shown me why that I'm able to continue doing what I'm doing. And for that, I think you guys deserve a good noodle star.
Okay. So when you conquer your opponent, you stick a star on the part. Now, where did that come from?
So it's gonna sound funny. Before this, I was like the old school legit wrestler. I had the trunks and all that stuff, the rock style outfits. It was like kind of bland. I could do moves, but I don't care about that. I was vanilla, like a little plain. And I actually work with special needs children. So all of this came from during the pandemic. During the pandemic, I had no more wrestling. There was no more sports for a while, no more anything. So I thought, I guess this is it. My career might be done. So I literally accepted, hey, this might be what it is. So I just still start training and whatnot. Just don't want to like fall off. I was working with my special needs children one time. They had a rough time, and after our session, it felt how can I work with children who don't like being in front of a computer? So I was watching. It's gonna sound funny. A lot of people ask me why. I was at home, bored. I was watching SpongeBob, and I remember this clear episode of SpongeBob getting a star taken away from him, and he had a nervous breakdown. So when people would look up that clip, SpongeBob's good noodle star got taken away. He had a nervous breakdown. I'm a good noodle. He was begging for that star back, and I was like, huh. So if he gets upset, if he gets taken away, I wonder what happened. And mind you, this is computers. So as I was FaceTime with the kids, I just had stickers and I said, hey guys, I'm going to give you a good noodle star if we're able to finish the session. And all of them just sat down and just were able to listen. They were able to like understand what we're doing just to earn a sticker. So I was like, they like that. All right. The other teachers, the principal, they praised the idea. So I was, can this really work? So I called one of my other wrestling friends, Montequilla. I explained to him this idea I had. He said it could work, but why just stickers? You have to have a niche. So I decided, why not base a character off something and then still be the wrestler? Why not be Steve from Blue's Clues and Miss Frizzle with a little bit of pro wrestling involved on it? Everybody knows Steve from Blue's Clues. Anybody that was born in the 90s knows Steve from Blue's Clues and Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. You want to be that person that's uplifting the kids. And remember, if the kids like you, the parents will love you. Because they know if you could have my child sit down and be calm for that long, I am a fan of yours. And that's the process that you always want. You always want to have a certain audience. And believe it or not, my biggest audience to having a sticker are the grown adults. Because most men are the ones that want a sticker the most. Because as men, we barely get reassurance. We barely get like words of affirmation. So something like this is genuinely enough to make anybody want like put a smile on their face.
Okay, so what qualifies someone to get a sticker? You have to beat them, or you have to want the best for them?
Exactly. I would want the best for them because when the character I have, my opponent is being disruptive in my class. So I got to show him the right way. I had to teach him a lesson in the School of Hard Knocks so he get able to understand. And once I beat him, you did a good job out there. Till next time. Okay. Just like that.
And that's your signature. But listening to you just now, that sounds like you're into a bit of philanthropy, right? Because you see, you teach children. And how did that start? And what exactly do you teach the children?
Oh, so like I said before, it was my mother who helped me because my mother worked in the school. She said it would be a good idea to become like teaching like kids, and she was the one that helped me the process and all of that stuff that made me want to like teach children. So the process of that was basically I thought I was going to just teach kids, but then I ended up working with special needs children instead. Mm-hmm. So
special needs meaning?
Special needs children are kids with autism, Asperger's, like little bit of Down syndrome, and things like that. So I didn't know how to like work. Some of the levels of them are a little different, but as I progressed and as I continued and doing more and more, it was something that I started to enjoy more because, like I said, these kids know a lot more. Some are nonverbal and they know how to play certain games. They know how to run. They know how to play certain sports. May not be able to talk, but they're able to do a lot more than just like educational style. These kids are very physical. Some kids are very motivational. These kids are able to like progress on their own time and their own pace, but I just want them to be aware of their human surroundings, you know?
Mm-hmm. So what's life like on a day-to-day basis for you in New York?
Cold.
Beside the cold.
Well, the life of me for
a typical day.
The day? Oh, man.
Evander James.
Well, 5 a.m. I wake up. I would do my best to do push-ups. I would work out for a full hour. 6, I would cook breakfast. From 8 to 2 o'clock, I'll be at school teaching. And then from 3 to, I would say 5, I'll go to a wrestling ring and start training. And then after that, I'll just go home and eat. All the way till Friday, where I have to prepare for my shows, whether I'm going to travel out the state or even travel out the country. So I'm always prepared for that day. And on Sunday, the latest I would arrive back would be Monday at 2 a.m. and try my best to go to work and start everything all over again.
We have much more of our conversation with Evander James after this break to hear from our partners. Silkgrass Farms, Minister Kevin Bernard, Ministry of Blue Economy, Del Martin, and the Barry.
You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one.
Rice and beans, our Belizean tradition, made even better with Silkgrass Farms cold-pressed coconut oil. Rich in healthy fats and full of natural flavor, our coconut oil brings out the best in every dish. From seasoning the pot for rice and beans to browning that perfect stew chicken, cooked on low heat, the coconut oil adds depth and richness to the flavor of your dish. Even when frying plantain, the coconut oil, cooked with gentle heat, brings out the natural sweetness, giving them that golden, crispy finish. Bring the true taste of Belize to the table with cold-pressed coconut oil by Silkgrass Farms.
In Orange Walk East, we've witnessed remarkable progress under the leadership of Kevin Bernard. Our community has thrived like never before. From healthcare initiatives that ensure every family has access to quality medical services, to educational reforms that empower our youth to reach their full potential. Kevin has transformed our infrastructure, making Orange Walk East a place where families can flourish. His commitment to youth and sports development has inspired a new generation of leaders and athletes. With a strong focus on women's development, Kevin has lifted voices and created opportunities for women to shine. Land distribution programs have empowered our citizens, giving them the tools to build a better future for their families. Through digital transformation, Kevin is ensuring that no one is left behind in this technological age. And in times of need, his social assistance programs have provided a safety net for our most vulnerable.
I believe in the power of our community. Together, we have achieved so much, but there's a lot more to be done. Together, let's continue to build a better Orange Walk East. I ask for your support on this upcoming elections. Vote Kevin for Orange Walk East.
El pueblo de Santa Marta y yo presente estaremos apoyando para las próximas elecciones al ministro Kevin Bernard. Me and my family will continue supporting Mr. Kevin Bernard for this general election.
Let's continue the progress. Vote for Kevin Bernard, a leader who cares, a champion for Orange Walk East.
4 years ago, Belize's blue economy was a vision, a dream waiting to be realized. It was an untapped resource with immense potential, but lacked the leadership and strategy to truly thrive. Today, under the leadership of Honorable Andre Perez, Minister of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, that vision is no longer just a dream, it's a reality. The blue economy has become a cornerstone of Belize's growth, creating sustainable jobs, boosting our GDP, and preserving our natural heritage. Under the previous administration, our rich marine resources and coastal communities faced many challenges: limited innovation, missed opportunities, and a lack of direction. This administration has championed groundbreaking initiatives such as the National Adaptation Plan for the Coastal Zone and Fisheries Sector, which is the first of its kind in Belize and is a testament to the ministry's commitment to building a robust and sustainable blue economy. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, safeguarding lives, seas, and sustainability.
Debari is your one-stop store of choice. We have an array of electronics and accessories to keep you connected. Your home will be the envy of your friends when you choose from a wide variety of household appliances. We can help you dress the entire family in style and comfort with our selection of clothing and footwear. Visit our store on Albert Street in Belize City, San Pedro, La Isla Bonita, Park Street in Orange Walk Town, Belmopan, and San Ignacio, Santa Elena. Debari, get more, pay less.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one.
have someone believe in us, to have one person see a spark in us, it helps us see the spark in ourselves. I think it takes only one person, whether it's a friend or a coach or a parent, a boss sometimes, who takes a liking to us. And almost all of us can remember one person in our lives where it's a coach or a teacher who took us under their wing and saw something that we didn't see.
I know you get to travel because you say you've been in different countries. And so which country would have the most memory for you? Which would be the most memorable?
The most country that would have the most memorable thing would be Japan.
Okay.
Because like I said, Japan was the first country I was able to take my Belizean flag over to and just represent that flag. I was able to hold that flag up in Currican Hall. So I was able to show my blue Belizean flag in Japan. So I don't think anyone's ever done accomplishment of that sort.
Good.
So I always told my mom, hey, I'm going to take my flag and then I'm just going to just wave it around to show everybody where I'm from. So like nobody, believe it or not, I like growing up, I always proud to say I'm Belizean. Nobody really knew Belizean when I was growing up in New York. Nobody really knew. They would say Brazil. Where's that from? Is that Mexico area? No, it's its own country, and people aren't too familiar with it. But now the way Belize is adapting and evolving, a lot of people are coming here more. They want to explore more, and there's people that who are Belizean that's actually representing in the States that are trying to be better. There's a fighter in a fighter in New York right now. Her name's Khadija. She's Ecuadorian and Belizean, and she's right now top notch, one of the female MMA fighters. Okay. A good friend of mine, and I'm trying to like progress more to show people we can have more. Hopefully one day I would love to bring professional wrestling to Belize. I know people. I could have like little events and all that stuff to let them see it. People who've never seen professional wrestling live, and I promise you, when you see it live, it's much more than seeing it on TV. Yeah. Because that's when you can see everything and turn off your disbelief. It's like seeing a Broadway play. You know what to expect. You know what's going to happen. Just turn off your disbelief and just enjoy the show.
Because you listen to that, it's going, whoa, whoa, whoa,
yeah.
whoa, and feeling the pain.
Interaction in it. Yeah, you see the pain, you can feel the pain. I threw a good mean chop to the chest sometimes, but you could feel it. Little Ric Flair. But you could feel the action and feel the atmosphere and feel the energy that people are just erupting.
Well, I felt good listening to you just now talking about our country, Belize, and how you feel and how you love Belize, and the promotion that you give to Belize, and that you actually fight as a Belizean, even though you're born in the U.S.
And that's the thing. I was born in the U.S., but no matter what, I feel like no matter where you're born, it's who your parents are and what's in your blood. I may not have the full accent, the full identity, but no matter what, it's who I am. It's in my blood, and no matter where I go, I'll always proudly represent. Especially I would represent it on Belize Independence. I would especially represent it in every culture, on Caribbean culture heritage, no matter where I go. Because I want people to understand that there are many people, and to have a country that needs to be seen more is something that needs to be done.
You visit Belize often?
Oh, many times. Before, my mother would take me to all the way to Belize when I was younger to go stay with my granny, Miss May, right there. She would take me every time to go stay with my granny. Then my mom was moving from New York back to Belize, and now I'm visiting often. I was just here last year. I was here for spring break, just like by myself, just enjoying the culture and like enjoying the atmosphere of it.
What do you like most about Belize when you're here?
The beach. I like the San Pedro beaches. I like Secret. I like Old Belize because of the culture. I've yet to go visit the museum, but I want to explore more the more I come back here.
Okay. Yeah, because I keep telling people this is the most beautiful country in the world.
It is the most beautiful country, and that's what people got to understand. Belize is more than what meets the eye, because there's so much like food, culture, the atmosphere, the environment, the people. Everybody is who they are because everybody knows everybody. For a country so small, everybody knows everybody. So why not just be friendly towards everybody?
Well, Evander, let's look at some of your signature moves.
Some of my signature moves, I love how that you asked that. My favorite signature move is I get 10 clotheslines into the corner. But before I do, I ask my class, hey class, let's learn our numbers. And as each clothesline I deliver, the crowd starts counting from 1, 2, 3, all the way for that big wind up. Pull them out into 10. And my last but not least, my favorite finisher is called the class dismissed. because once I deadlift the guy all the way with one arm straight up, no matter how heavy he is, grab him by the behind the neck and go all the way down, driving his neck into the mat. The reason why it's called class dismissed, because once I hit it and you hit 1, 2, 3, the bell rings. So for now, class dismissed.
Class dismissed. That means the fight is over.
Fight is over.
The fight is over.
Class is done, and I'll see you at detention.
Oh my goodness. So the class is over. See you at detention.
Yes.
Well, Evander, talk to me a bit about your family. Have you created a family yet, or on the way to create one?
On the way, not yet, but like, as time will tell. Right now, I'm just with my beautiful girlfriend Shannon, and we are just like seeing how time goes. We're almost making a year together, and everything just feels just so right. This is her first time in Belize, and she's fallen in love. Her favorite thing about Belize so far, tamales.
That's what?
Her favorite thing about Belize so far is the tamales.
She loves tamales.
She loves it.
Has she told you why?
What? She
loved the tamales.
Yeah, because it tastes so natural.
And which is your favorite dish in Belize?
Oh, my mom's stuffing lobster and a ceviche.
Yeah. Well, I've tasted your mother's cooking, and it's fantastic.
The oxtail, you cannot beat her oxtail. You can't beat her oxtail.
Yeah. It is fantastic.
Nah, she makes a great good dish.
So, Evander, you're going back to the United States of America,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
After having this Christmas experience in Belize.
Yes.
Right. What is the most outstanding memory of your visit this time?
It would definitely have to be. Just spending time with my parents, me, my girlfriend, and my parents, just staying into each other, enjoying the holidays together, watching them open gifts like a good family.
Well, maybe you could talk a bit to the importance of family, because a lot of us need to put more emphasis on the importance of family. It's always good when you have a family.
Oh, it's very good when you have a strong bond. And I want to let everybody know out here, as Mr. James, your favorite teacher, I want to let everybody know the importance of family is everything you need in order to build a strong foundation of what you want in your life. We argue. We sometimes disagree. We say things we don't really mean. But at the end of the day, there's nobody has your back more than your family. Because without them, you always feel lost and alone. They're the ones that's always going to be there for you. But just be aware that sometimes arguments can happen. But it's your job, it's our job to make sure we talk through it, we work through it, and we communicate better to have a better understanding towards one another.
That's well said. I couldn't have said it better myself. Evander, family is very important.
Very.
And you have a U.S. family and you have a Belizean family.
Yes, I do. I really do, and I feel that everybody here has become like my family. I didn't expect to be to come here on vacation to do a full interview right now for Belize Radio. I was just always prepared because, like I said, guys, you always want to expect the unexpected.
Okay. No. You said that you have to be prepared to expect the unexpected. And that sounds to me like that is what you do when you go into that ring, because you expect, yes, that things are going to go a certain way, but then the unexpected is always there, and you have to adapt to deal with the unexpected.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Despite what you expected. Man, what
Exactly. And you always do that because the moves, like I said, the moves I do, it takes little for error. I could do a moonsault, a backflip. I could hit the ropes. I could jump out the ring. I could land on my feet. I could roll. I could do basically what Spider-Man can do just in the ring. I've went from 300 pounds to an athletic person I am right now, from squatting 400 pounds to bench pressing 300. I always want to make sure my body's able to adapt to whoever I am, whether it's a giant, whether it's a little guy, whether it's somebody famous, no matter who is in that ring. I always want to make sure that I belong in this ring, or I got to prove that you are the one that you belong with.
Tell me something, you pray before you do a fight?
Oh, all the time, yeah, because honestly, it's just like every fight, you never know if this fight could be your last. Honestly, like, not to sound negative, but you never know what can happen. Just when you want to make sure that you have God on your side.
That's why I keep wondering what would, and you have explained it to me quite properly. What would make someone want to enter a sport that you can be injured beyond repair? Maybe it's in like you said, at least in one or two cases.
Oh, that's easy. Why would anybody do any sport? Why would anybody do rugby? Why would anybody do American football? Why would anybody do MMA? Why would anybody do UFC? Why would anybody do something that they could probably risk a serious injury for? It's the passion. It's the drive. It's what you want, because it's the fame that comes along with it, because you're in a competitive sport that people want to see more of you. It's a way to make a name for yourself. People literally are going to put themselves in a situation to fight to the top. They want to be in those positions because they want to grind to be number one. And to be number one, you have to go through trial and error, and they want to fight. And those people who like fighting, those people who don't give up, those are the people that want to be somewhere else. They know they can get hurt, but they're also thinking, what if I don't? Mm-hmm. What if I don't get hurt? What if I go all the way? Mm-hmm. And that's the mindset you always want to do, to have that process to be where you want to be.
So that's like a life lesson. What advice would you give to young men like yourself coming up in life, well, maybe younger than you are, coming up? What advice would you give them?
The best advice, I've told this to a lot of people, the best advice I can tell you, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. You have a dream, do everything you can to achieve that dream. You want to be a boxer, train your body. You can't find a boxing gym, work out, do push-ups, squat, prepare your body for when it's time to find that place. You want to be a doctor, train yourself, read, find books. Everybody has phones now. Everybody has like the internet. Those who don't, they can find ways to find schools, ideas, information about the topics they want to learn. Find ways to find that dream. To make your dream reality, you got to find clues to be where you want to be. If you want to be a wrestler, there's schools in Mexico that's not too far from here. The Mexico and Belize is not too far from each other, and the drive to Mexico City is about a good 2 hours. And I've done drives when I had to train to places for 4 hours, and that's the States. Mm-hmm. So you always want to make sure there's no excuses to not be where you want to be if you wake up one day to just have that dream. You really want to have that dream to chase.
And there's this dream inside each of us, right? Always. We just have to look inside ourselves and discover who we really want to be, you know, and formulate our thoughts to take us to where we want to go. And I can see that's what you did. You know, you had this dream. It was brought onto you from a young age, and you saw yourself doing it. You're doing it, and you're successful in doing what you love, right? But it all starts with following the dream. Right? Without a dream, I always try to emphasize how important it is to dream, you know, because without a dream, we don't have any direction. We don't know where we're going, what we're going to do, right? And so maybe expand a little bit on what we're talking about. You've done a good job, but maybe you can expand a little bit more.
Well, the best thing I could do is, like, you have to chase that dream, to achieve that dream. You have to push. You have to have that drive. You have to really want it. And people always get confused. What do you mean I have to want it? I want to be it. No. Mm-hmm. To really want it, you have to go through a lot. You're willing to travel as far as you can to get the better knowledge of what you want. You have to put in the energy. You have to put in the effort. You have to put in the work. A lot of people now don't want to put in the work. They think things just be handed to them. A lot of people want to be YouTube streamers or video gamers and whatnot. You still got to put in the work no matter what. There's always going to be somebody better than you, but you always want to be better than that person you look in the mirror every day. Mm-hmm. Because I needed to make some mistakes in order to keep standing up, in order to keep pushing through. I needed to learn from those things and know what I am doing right now. As you just saw, I am able to pull off a lot of predicaments that I put myself in sometimes.
Yeah. I have a sign that says, I never lose, right? Mm-hmm. I either win or I learn. Mm-hmm. Talk about that.
Well, if you only lose if you quit. You can only lose if you quit. You learn from it because you want to make sure it never happens again. We all trip, but are you gonna go the other way, or are you gonna try to learn from that mistake and walk over it?
Now I want to look at Evander today, right? When you get back to New York, what's waiting for you, and where does Evander intend to go with all of this?
Okay, I'm glad we're here. So on January 11th, Mr. James returns to Titan Championship Wrestling in New Jersey, taking on Anthony Gangone and Adonis Stone in a triple threat match for the TV television American title.
TV, television, American title. Tell me what a title is.
So basically, it's the championship title. It's the mid-card title that Mr. James has earned the right for. And I'm going to make sure that I'm going to show all my kids and the believers that believe in Mr. James that I have what it takes to win that match.
Okay. So that's waiting for you this month.
This month, yes. And on January 18th, I make my return to GWA in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm. And then after that?
After that, I'll be in Texas.
Well, and what's the future? What's the ultimate goal of all this path that you're walking on?
The ultimate goal for Mr. James is to see more Mr. James on TV. As you can see me right now on Love FM, you will always realize that when Mr. James is on TV, there's always going to be a smile on your face.
And that is true. You have this bubbling personality. And you know, we just can't close off without seeing the real Mr. James in action.
Without seeing the real Mr. James in action?
Yeah. Well, I won't let you wrestle in my videographer, nor with me, but maybe we can pretend that there's someone in front of you or something.
You can see Mr. James' action is when you get a good noodle steak.
Yeah!
Yeah!
That's Mr. James in action. Yeah, that's Mr. James in action, right? Hey, man, thank you so much. And anything you want to tell me that I did not ask you?
You asked me everything that the fans wanted to know, and I hope to see more of Mr. James coming soon.
Okay, we're looking forward to that.
So until then, guys, bye for now.
Yes. And as you can see, Mr. James is nothing but love, but love is also a choice that we make, like we keep saying, right?
Exactly.
You know, we can choose to do different things, but we can also choose to love. And here at our organization, we choose to love. And so that is why we always say, Mr. James, we say, Belize and beyond, thanks for choosing love.
Jump and shout all over the nation. Breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now. Time and space can't keep us apart right now. Unity, yes, you better know.